Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's video, I'll be giving you guys 5 tips on how to get through college. Now, I thought this was the right moment to do this because on May 7th of 2022, I graduated from the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. And here's my proof. So I thought this was the perfect moment to make this video as things are still fresh in my mind, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, consider subscribing and make sure you give me a like, as it really helps all my videos out. So stay tuned for these tips. Alright guys, so my number one tip would be to experiment. In these 4 years of your life, so many things will be happening, and it's so important for you to try new things, because in reality you probably won't have an opportunity like this ever again. So make sure you make new friends, make sure you go to all your school events. Now, that is one thing that I truly do regret. Especially when I first came in freshman year, I didn't go to all the football games, all the volleyball games, all the basketball games, not just that, school fairs and things of that sort. And that's something that I really regret, because my senior year I started going to them and I realized how cool they were and how many cool people you meet and you network. And yeah, it's great experiences that I should have done. So you guys make sure you don't miss out. Go ahead and try those things, and you'll see you'll be thankful. Now, when it comes to your major, now the first 2 years, of course, you take your gen eds. So indecisive about what you want to do, that's no problem. Make sure you have a good advisor, you talk to them, and if you ever feel like changing majors, go ahead and do it, because like I said, your first 2 years are gen eds, so it doesn't really matter. Just make sure you do what you really want to do. As the last 2 years, of course, it's all really your major. So it's one of my tips, and let's move on to the second tip. Number 2, your friends. So college, guys, I met friends that I will be friends with for the rest of my life, my true best friends, and I'm sure all of you will meet people like that too. But one thing I do realize is how important networking is, and just making friends with everybody, because you don't know after you graduate how those friendships can help you out. Now, in my example, I do the stock market. I start businesses. I'm in that realm, so I have connections because of the friendships that I made in college that back then I didn't think would help me, would benefit me like it is now. So just make sure you network, and when you meet people, don't think about it then as what's this gonna do for me. You never know, because in the future they might become a business owner, a lawyer. You never know how they can help you out in the future. So be nice to everybody, network, and be friendly. Of course, have a good friend group, guys. You know, you are who you surround yourself with, so make sure they're a good influence on you as well. So let's go on to the third tip. Tip number 3, and probably the one I needed to hear the most, was to have a balanced life. Now, my first 2 years of college were pretty crazy. I used to party a lot, I used to drink a lot, and if I could go back and focus more on school, I would. Balance is key in life, you know. Have your fun, but also work hard and learn, because that's what you're there for. So let's move on to tip number 4. Tip number 4, be prepared for change. Now, these 4 years will be filled with changes. I think that I moved every year. Yep, I did. I moved every single year of my college years. Freshman year, I moved into the dorm, then I moved out of the dorm. Sophomore year, I moved back to a dorm as well. Junior year, I moved to an apartment, and my senior year, I moved to a house. So moving back and forth from these places was a pain in the butt. I'm really thankful for my family for being able to help me through all that. But yeah, just be ready to be moving all the time. People come and go as well. A lot of my friends, for some reasons, we just kind of lost our friendship. And then I met new people, and also people drop out and they decide to go on different life paths, which is totally okay. But you'll be changing places, you'll be changing friends, you'll be changing teachers, you'll be changing classrooms. I mean, truly everything is changing, and you yourself are also changing. I think these 4 years of college the years I've changed the most in my life. I matured a lot. I grew a lot, and I think as long as you're doing that and growing in the right direction, you'll be okay. So just get yourself prepared for that mentally, and you'll be okay. Remember that change is necessary in life. Change is a good thing. So let's move on to the last tip. Tip number 5, and the last tip on my list, would be just to make the most of it. You're only there for 4 years. Now, again, if you're going to be a doctor, then you have to go into medical school and things of that sort. But for the majority of us, we're only there for 4 years. And let me tell you, those 4 years go by in the blink of an eye. So while you're there, make sure you enjoy it. Make sure you, not just the parties, not just the friends, but make sure you go and you enjoy your classes. You give your classes the most out of it, because at the end of the day, you're paying lots and lots of money for them. So take the most out of it. Learn, grow as a human, and have a fun. Alright guys, thank you so much. If you've made it this far into the video, please consider subscribing and like the video, as it really helps me out. If I missed anything, if there's any other tips you guys would really recommend for others to see, make sure you drop it down below in the comments. It'll be fun to chat with you guys. But I'll catch you guys on the next video.